What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode. I am Davon. I am hosting, pretty much going over a review for Monday Night Raw, as it pretty much was the Raw after WrestleMania. As things was into high pandemonium, couldn't ask for anything better, and pretty much it was a great show from start to finish. Couldn't ask for anything better. It truly is into the new era when it comes to Monday Night Raw. Couldn't ask for anything better when it came to just everything that went on. So many surprises from NXT came through, as well as we had one of the greats returned as well, which was great when it came to just everything in general that happened when it came to tonight. So many great things went on. But let's go ahead and get into this because it's pretty much what you guys came through for the actual whole card and everything that broke down. Pretty much Monday Night Raw kicked off with Triple H coming out to the crowd, pretty much getting them everybody hyped and ready. And the crowd really was all into this. They were excited to see him. And pretty much he kicked off by saying that we're officially into the new era. And he had a whole lot to say directly in his promo. It was full delivered, couldn't ask for anything better. The crowd was really invested. Tonight was really red hot when it came to everybody, including all the chants that were going on, including thank you Triple H. And of course, Triple H, as I quote, he basically said that this is the best WrestleMania that he basically was a part of, and you couldn't ask for anything better than that. But he went into full details of everything that he was expressing when it came to the staff, everybody who was in credit, including one of the biggest ones was basically the main event of the night, which he felt like was fantastic, and he went ahead and kicked it off directly with asking Cody Rhodes to come on out. Cody Rhodes came on out to a hot crowd. Pretty much came out with the new side plates and everything in between. And Cody Rhodes pretty much was all smiles and everything between as he officially finished his story. And you couldn't ask for anything better when it came to Cody Rhodes. Once again, congratulations as being the new WWE Undisputed Champion. And then, of course, him and Triple H had some little talks in between as well. And then Triple H notified him that two producers really want highlight everything of Cody's career. So they had a nice little highlight package of everything that basically went on. And it eventually brought Cody Rhodes to tears when it came to everything that basically went on throughout his whole entire career. And you couldn't ask for more when it came to just about everything that went on from when he first came in, of course, against Seth Rollins, all the way through to his old fashioned days of his different gimmicks from Stardust to Dashing to everything beneath the sun. But of course, he was able to finally get that phenomenal prize as being officially the new undisputed WWE champion. And it was a great seat to seeing that when it came to him just in general. Pretty much after the words, pretty much Cody went to talking, had a decent promo as well for himself, and he went into full details of everything. When it came to thanking Triple H for everything, for the opportunity and everything between. And then of course Triple H as well gave him a hug and raised his hand and parted his ways. And it was a nice little seeing that stellar moment. As you know, you're in a new era when it comes to WWE, as we have a phenomenal promoter when it comes to Triple H doing a fantastic job of keeping the guys informed and pretty much keeping things under wraps when it comes to talent. And it was great when it came to just the aura of Triple H just doing a phenomenal job. Every talent loves him, and you couldn't ask for anything better. But getting back towards once Triple H left, Cody Rhodes went ahead and put the title directly on onto the screen, the square circle, and he proceeded to kiss the championship as he was grateful when it comes to his news set part of being the new official leader of the WWE and the face of the WWE under the TKO banner. And it was a great thing when it came to everybody chanting Kobe and telling him that he deserved it and everything under the sun. As well, had a nice, decent promo when he came to talking, when it came to discussing about the reason why he came back to the WWE was because of Triple H and Bruce Pitcher. And then his promo really got into full details when it came to everything that he broke down. I highly recommend it for you guys to go actually check out that full video on YouTube if you have not checked out Monday Night Raw for the night. And then, of course, the highlight as well was when he asked Samantha Irvin to go with that powerful voice of hers and announced that he was the new WWE Undisputed Champion. And it was a nice set of seeing that when it came to Cody Rhodes. And she is great when it comes to being on the mic. Can't ask for anything better. Then, of course, the most important thing was he said his daughter was another motivation for him being where he is now, that's being pushing himself. And he had a whole lot to say when it came down to his promo. But of course, things really broke down when he ended up having a presence of The Rock, who pretty much came out, and his new entrance was on point. True heel from every single thing that broke down all the way from January to now, pretty much. The Rock really knew how to push the envelope. He knew how to get under the crowd's skin. He knew how to pinpoint every single detail thing when it came to how everything had unfolded after WrestleMania, including WrestleMania. But these two had a nice, lovely face-to-face confrontation, back and forth conversation when it came to details of this promo. They both had key points when it came to everything that they really were expressing. And of course, they had an awkward moment when it came to them exchanging the championship. When The Rock said he wanted the WWE Universal Championship in his hand, and Cody said, "Well, I like to hold the People's Championship as well." And they swapped titles for a brief moment. And of course, The Rock said it. Of course, he said that it looked good on him, and things really were just like the fans really booing and everything like that because that's pretty much eventually where he's trying to put himself in that limelight of being the new champion eventually over time in the future. But we shall see how it goes on from there. But of course, The Rock did pinpoint that he is coming from Cody Rhodes and that he is going to be taking some time off from WWE so he can get into back to his filming and getting things underway when it comes to the next set of his endeavors when it comes to everything that he has to break down for his new movies that's eventually coming out. But Cody eventually said that he looks forward to seeing The Rock when it comes to the future, and he doesn't expect anything less when it comes to when that match eventually takes place down the line sometime towards the end of the year, but we shall see how that feud builds up. And also, I would like to know from you guys' hot take who you think will be Cody Rhodes' next opponent when it comes to the WWE Undisputed Championship. I would love for you guys to comment down below and let me know exactly from you guys' own hot take as well. If you're coming over from YouTube, feel free to put the thumbs up. Feel free to share it as well. And so, if you have anybody else who's involved into professional wrestling and love of a simple podcast, feel free to send them my way. And as well, for you guys doing your nice, lovely contribution, I would do the same thing and show your love to your content as well. Then, of course, The Rock really broke down everything, saying that talking about what happened this Saturday over the weekend, and he gave him props and truly gave him respect when it came to everything. And then proceeded to hand Cody Rhodes something directly in his hand and told him, "Hey, don't look at it. You will know when it comes to that initial moment." So maybe something we will find out over time when Cody Rhodes maybe express it once he gets into an initial interview from there. Then, of course, we broke down from that actual segment, and they show the Judgment Day are all arriving. All members of the Judgment Day, they pretty much was prime and ready, and pretty much ready to come to work. And I like that news, not nice hot take of them showing the actual superstars arriving to the arena. They're doing a little bit more of a sports feel, which I'm truly engaged in. I truly am loving when it comes to how they're actually putting the camera cuts and pretty much showing them from not only just the main part of the hall of the arena, but actually showing them like coming from their car or maybe coming from something totally different. But of course, we ended up having the new Raw Tag Team Champions arrive as well, which was Awesome Truth, which they eventually are the new Raw Tag Team Champions. And congratulations to them for making their initial run into this new era as being the new tag team champions. Hopefully, they get some new championships along the line when it comes to the future of WWE Raw. Hopefully, Triple H have something cooking, and maybe eventually as well we'll have a mid card women's championship. Maybe have Stephanie McMahon come out and pretty much display it to the fans. And then, of course, both tag team championships get them a new revamp, new change under this new era. Since it's a new era, we got to have brand new gold for all around the board just to make things look a little bit more simpler, but at the same time, make it look like it's nostalgia pretty much when it comes to the prestige of each championship. Then, of course, we had Sami Zayn arriving as well with his family, which is a nice take. They're actually showing the family members and being involved as well. So it's kind of giving it as well that nice sports feel when it comes to just everything in general. Then the commentary team pretty much hyped up everything that was going on when it comes to the draft being involved. And of course, talked about the Spanish announce team who was as well in the house when it came to Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw really was on all cylinders. You couldn't ask for anything better when it came to the crowd, really had multiple chants. They were chanting for Michael Cole, they were chanting for Pat McAfee, they was chanting for Samantha Bomb, everything in between. You had so many different twists and turns, but the crowd was red hot when it came to Philadelphia, and it was a really great crowd tonight when it came to feeling like it was actually WrestleMania season when it came to everything that went on. And then we got ready for the next following match of the night, which was the official singles match. We ended up having Shinsuke Nakamura coming to the ring, of course, poised and ready, but still in his heel persona, but the fans still were singing and having a good time and doing the finger wave and everything between. And of course, the beach balls came out as well, which was kind of interesting, seeing that the beach ball has officially made its return to the WWE. And then, of course, his surprise opponent, he ended up having a Dragunov, which was amazing. Seeing his entrance, it looks so much better when it comes to the bigger stage. And his aura and presence was great when it came to him being involved in the this whole entire mystery thing of when it comes to Monday Night Raw. And on top of that, we got the draft coming up. So they're pretty much showing showcases of each superstar. They're kind of like breaking the brand when it comes to everybody just being involved and just doing a lot of showcases, as well as all the GMs were in the house tonight when it came to just a display of everything. But this match really broke down fairly quickly when it came to Ilya and Nakamura. Was hard hitting start to finish. So many different things, so many twists and turns. Couldn't ask for anything better when it came to everything that pretty much broke down in his direct match. It was a lot of punches, a lot of chops, a lot of in between moves, but Ilya was able to pick up the victory very quickly as he was able to hit off with that torpedo headbutt variant and was able to knock Nakamura out and was able to get that pinfall for the 1, 2, 3, and you couldn't ask for anything better when it comes to Ilya. And I look forward to seeing him actually move up to the main roster. I feel like he is prime and ready, and you couldn't ask for anything better when it came to this direct match. But I look forward to seeing him actually tangling again eventually in a long run in the near future. And I'd like to know you guys as well from your own personal opinion if you feel like there's going to be something that you'd like to see. But let's go ahead and dab back into Monday Night Raw, as pretty much needed a recap of course, the World Heavyweight Championship cash in from night two, when Damian Priest cashed in directly on Monday Night Raw, not Monday Night Raw, but of course he was in the house, but from WrestleMania, and it was a nice prime spot when it came to everything that pretty much initially broke down. And then, of course, we had a bitter, sour note. Drew McIntyre in the building after everything, and pretty much they had also announced a fatal four way, which was Ricochet, Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, and Big Bronson Reed. This match really delivered when it came to the main event. Couldn't ask for anything better. I truly enjoyed it, and I had such a wonderful time when it came to this main event. And of course, we had a nice prime little kind of spots, as well as we saw appearance from CM Punk, who came directly out and got under the skin of Drew McIntyre once again. And things are really going to be heading to high gear when it comes to that direct feud. So I look forward to seeing how that comes about from my own personal hot take. Then they pan back as well to the backstage area to the Judgment Day. They're walking the halls of everything in the Monday Night Raw. They're pretty much excited, just getting things ready when it comes to their celebration of Rhea Ripley retaining, as well as Drew McIntyre. And then, of course, they got things underway after they came back from the commercial break. And so they went ahead and had Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and as well as Dominic Mysterio. They basically came out and introduced it, Rhea Ripley, as well as Drew McIntyre, not Drew McIntyre, but basically Damian Priest And things really got into high gear when they were doing a celebration. They was taunting the fans. And of course, Damian Priest did his own stitch of All Rise for the Judgment Day. And they were really getting just excited. And their promo was pretty decent from my own hot take. And then, of course, they were just about to finish out their segment and raise the championship. And who had to come in involved? R-Truth. R-Truth is a true comedian, a true pioneer, a true legend in this business, and I enjoy every single second of R-Truth. You gotta be honest when it comes to R-Truth. He's really a true gem when it comes to this business and being able to be the World Tag Team Champions. But of course, it threw everything off in the segment after the closing part when R-Truth got involved. Damian Priest got pissed off. Rhea got pissed off. And our Truth had a whole lot to say when it came to he's still in the Judgment Day, but he brought the Raw Tag Team Championship back to the Judgment Day, which was kind of funny. And Jamie and Priest end up saying you're not even in the Judgment Day, and things broke down from there. And then of course, the segment got even more further along as he said he's one half of the tag team, but he wanted to introduce a new member of the Judgment Day as he wanted to bring out The Miz, which was kind of funny. Then, of course, The Miz came out, prime and ready, excited, getting the crowd pretty hyped. And things broke down in this segment as it got even further into details, as they pretty much, The Miz pulled R-Truth from there and said he doesn't want to be a part of the Judgment Day, but he most definitely want to be part of the limelight of being the world tag team champions, basically the Raw tag team champions. Then, of course, they raised the championships. The promo was delivered from there. Then, of course, things broke down when Judgment Day was playing no games. After R Truth initially wanted to set up for a six-man tag team action, and he said Awesome Truth and their mystery partner, basically the guy you can't see in tag team action. Then, of course, the Judgment Day just really went down on the fence and really just beat them down. And things went all over the place. And, of course, Judgment Day ended up standing tall afterwards with all their respective championships, sending us into the commercial break. Then we got things under the way when it came to tag team action, as we ended up having a surprise return of John Cena, who got involved in his match. His match was a whole lot of twists and turns, but of course, Judgment Day was controlling majority of his match throughout the whole entire segment of this match. A lot of back and forth, and then of course John Cena's music popped. He ran down the crowd. He came off with a nice little hot tag. And of course, all three of them proceeded to do that backwards drop. And of course, setting them all up for the five knuckle shuffle, which was kind of a nice little take. And then, of course, setting up for the as to adjustment, all three of them. And they all initially went for the pinfall for the one, two, three, and then proceeded to celebrate afterwards when it came to that direct segment. And it was a nice little touch when it came to seeing John Cena back in the limelight of everything. And of course, he's looking to eventually finish out his career soon. And he's looking to do one more last run and see if he can get the biggest gold of them all. But we shall see if John Cena can capitalize on everything and become the 17-time world heavyweight champion, either on Raw or SmackDown. But there's so many different things that can go with that. But of course, John Cena's ball spot is getting worse by the minute. So I don't know if he's going to end up looking like Shawn Michaels when it comes to situations, but he is getting older. But I had to put that little joke in when it came to just about everything that came to that. Then we switched gears when it came to Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio. They were directly in the back, and they were discussing everything when it came to the situation with Andrade, and of course, um, Dominic basically said he'll handle it. He's going to talk to not Damian Priest, but Adam Pierce, and get that all sorted and go from there. But of course, things broke down very quickly as we ended up having the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour, as she got herself involved and she pretty much attacked Rhea Ripley, was on offensive and put the boots to her and put her down from there. And of course, Dominic came over there to break it up and then told the cameraman get away from situation. And then they panned directly running full speed directly into the ring, which is a nice camera shot when it came to Monday Night Raw. And they got straight right into the action of the next match, which is Indy Hartwell. She was along with Candice LeRae, who has been having a whole lot of turmoil lately with their team. And hopefully things get into a better light. Hopefully Indy turns heel. which I think it will be a nice positive light when it comes to her. I'm really invested when it comes to Indy Hartwell, and I think she'll be one of those big dogs on the block when it comes to if she does decide to turn heel. She's a tall feet girl and couldn't ask for anything better. And then when you have Candice Ray there, she of course knows how to be devious, be the true pixie dust that she normally is, and she knows how to handle business as they continue to go with this whole run shot feud when it comes to Maxine Dupree, as well with Ivy Nels in the long run when it comes to everything that still continue to break down in that feud. So we ended up getting this match run away, and we ended up having the prodigy Roxanne Perez from NXT making her initial debut on Monday Night Raw. And it was a nice take seeing her getting herself involved. And this match was very quickly fast and furious, a lot of twists and turns, a lot of clotheslines, a lot of chops. And of course, things really broke down once Candice LeRae got herself involved and distracted Indy Hartwell when it came to this match. And Roxanne Perez took advantage of this direct match, ended up hitting her signature code red for the 1 2 3, and things broke down from there as Candice Ray was just upset, like, "What the hell are you doing?" and need to get it together. And then she started berating her as well when it came to afterwards, when it came to how everything initially broke down from the actual match. Then they did a recap of the United States Championship as well as the Intercontinental Championship match that happened over the weekend, and then things were pretty good when it came to the triple threat match with Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton, as well as when it came to the Intercontinental Championship with Gunther, who had an impressive reign of 666 days, and he had a phenomenal match when it came to working with Sami Zayn. You couldn't ask for anything better when it came to those both men. No, knowing how to keep things under wraps, keep things invested, and it had long term booking implemented as well with Chad Gable being involved. So we shall see how things fully break down as it got later in the night when some surprising things happened as well, getting set up. And then we got to a backstage segment. We ended up having Sami Zayn, who was in the back as well, walking towards the ring, getting himself ready when it came to heading out to the ring to the crowd tonight over in Philadelphia. Then, of course, he ended up having Jay Uso coming out, of course, giving them props. They had a nice little pep talk and everything in between. And Jay Uso said he got his back. And then things broke down from there as they got into the next segment of Roxanne Perez walking in the backstage area. And she was confronted by Natalia, who said that she will be at NXT next week. And then, of course, Roxana said, "No, you're not going to be at NXT next week. You'll be at NXT tomorrow at my house." And that was a nice little setup for that feud of whatever may be breaking down for NXT. But I look forward to seeing those ladies go at it. And of course, with Natalia being the pioneer of everything, training all the ladies, getting them all involved, she's still being relevant. She's still being the MVP, breaking all the Guinness records and everything between. So I look forward to seeing what she cooks up when it comes to Roxana Perez. Then we got ready for Sammy coming out for his in-ring promo. Things were pretty decent. He was heartfelt when it came to everything that he had expressed and feel. When it came to everything that he had to say, the fans was red hot as it was a sold out crowd when it came to Philadelphia. Couldn't ask for anything better when it came to just everything that really was going on. And it was a really nice show when it came to just the whole aura of the whole entire thing being the night after WrestleMania, and things are really into high gear. Sammy delivered a decent promo, it was fully emotional, but of course, we ended up having Imperium coming down to express their grief of the situation. And Louise Kaiser had a lot to say and said, "We're going to make things right and do this for Gunther," and proceeded to basically take off their jackets and try to surround Sami Zayn. But of course, Chad Gable ended up running down to investigate the whole situation, which Sami Zayn may be in an interesting feat, wondering what he's going to have to deal with when it comes to Chad Gable, if Chad Gable may eventually turn heel, because of all these different situations that's been going on. But it seems like it's a slow build, but we shall see what happens in the long run with everything that goes on. But initially, they went into the break, and then they came back and then officially started off with a tag team match. They got that underway as the commentary said it was going to be a tag team match, and things broke down fairly quickly as it did pick up into high gear. And also a video package of Sheamus coming back, which is a nice touch, a nice thing, seeing that it's going to be officially Friday night again, either on Monday or Friday nights. So I look forward to seeing Sheamus making his initial return when it comes to Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. Then, of course, we got straight right into it. When it came to this match, it was high drama all across the board. Everything in between. Sami Zayn pretty much picked off the pieces of this match. My own hot take was pretty decent. Couldn't ask for anything better. And of course, he made the hot tag to Gable and told him to take the pieces. And pretty much, Chad hit the rolling German suplex and pick up the victory with the 1, 2, 3. As both men, we can end up being victorious in this tag team match. And you couldn't ask for anything better when it came to this tag team match. Then, of course, we panned over to a backstage segment, which was Andrade, along with all the three members of the general managers. Basically, they were just having a brief talk with him, saying, wow, he's a good, talented superstar and everything between. But Andrade didn't stay long when it came to the initial background backstage segment. And then, of course, we ended up having Chelsea Green implement herself, saying she made her case and she made complaints because she wasn't involved in WrestleMania and the whole entire thing. And of course, all the GMs said, we know we basically set you up for a match for the night and your match officially is next. And she was excited as to who she's gonna face, and things broke down really quickly as she ended up having a tough cat task when it came to Jade Cargill, who came out. This match was very quickly. This match didn't take long at all. It was just with a pump pattern pump kit. Then she hit her with the jaded for the 1, 2, 3, as I was highly disappointed when it came to this match. It's only so long that they keep protecting Jade. I need to see a little bit more when it comes to her in ring work and just what they have been cooking up when it comes to Jade. But they're gonna go back to the same style of AEW style of doing what they traditionally have been doing with her. Do a couple clotheslines, a couple of suplexes, and then a pattern on her patented boot kick, and then head up for the jaded, then I'm not going to be excited when it comes to just overall Jade. But hopefully, her presence is still a wonderful superstar. But hopefully, they got something better cooking when it comes to her in work. I know she's been working with Natalia, who have officially have been training her. So I look forward to seeing that transition of how things have been moving along when it comes to our in work in the WWE. Then we got ready for a backstage segment, which was Sami Zayn. He was walking down the halls, and pretty much things broke down when he came along with Alpha Academy and had a direct talk with them. Then he said he needed to talk to Chad Gable alone, and of course they proceeded to talk. And then of course, Sammy said he knows what Chad Gable wanted when it came out to the start of this match, when it came to situation, and he said he set up a match for next week in Montreal in his hometown, and that they're going to have the Intercontinental Championship in Montreal. So this match is going to be a banger, but this is officially going to be Chad Gable's heel turn if he ends up losing, and pretty much just going off on whatever the case may be, or even just going off a post match attack. But we shall see how it turns out, especially when this is in Sami Zayn's hometown. So many things can happen when it comes to everything on the line with so much at stake when it comes to everything in general. Then we got ready for the last segment of the night. It was Drew McIntyre who came out to his entrance steamrolling. He was highly pissed. He was basically berating everything. He got a quick in-ring promo. He was talking about the situation that happened and how the Money in Bank contract is worthless because it happened to him twice of being cast on. And he pretty much was hot pissed. And his promo was very quick, efficient, and of course he started to shoot from the hip and proceeded to berate CM Punk as well, and then things broke down fairly quickly in this match. This match went a distance when it came to a whole 35 minutes. Couldn't ask for anything better. But of course, things really hit all the stripes. and everything initially broke down when all the competitors made their entrance, and things really broke down to the nitty gritty when it came to this direct match. It was a whole lot of pinfalls, a lot of signature moves, a lot of different things back and forth when it came to everything that went on in his direct match. Couldn't ask for anything better. The prime spot of the night was when Ricochet hit the nice, beautiful 450 directly off the top ropes, directly onto Big Bronson Reed, onto the announcer's table. You couldn't ask for anything better when it came to that, just in general. And that was a nice little spot of seeing the big man being dropped, but at the same time, Ricochet doing another highlight spot when it came to just how the way how he has been presenting himself, and you couldn't ask for anything better, just in general. Then things broke down as Drew McIntyre was going for the Claymore kick, and then of course who came right there under the ring? CM Punk distracted Drew McIntyre and really just threw him off completely. Got him with the distraction. Jey Uso took advantage of that, hit him with a super kick, then proceeded to do the running spear and hit him with the Uso splash, and it's the picking him up with the 1, 2, 3, and ended up sending the crowd happy with that victory. I CM Punk pretty much laughed at the whole situation, and pretty much they panned from there. They didn't really embrace it and really a little bit of Jey Uso, but more so they just keep kind of pretty much keeping an eye on CM Punk as he was just laughing at Drew McIntyre as they went ahead and cut off directly from the air. But from my own personal opinion, this entire Monday Night Raw was decent. I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. It was pretty decent. It wasn't a sleeper. Kept me highly invested, and you couldn't ask for anything better when it came to everything just in general. I appreciate you guys coming through, show your love and your support. Don't forget to post your comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.